Hey, what's up guys? I'm the Wiggling Wolf and welcome back to another Destiny video. This one is another sniping guide. If you missed the first one, it is on physical controller setups. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to go check it out. But this video is on hard scoping. This is the most basic style to snipe. It's what everybody does when they're first starting out. This is what a lot of people still do in Destiny, and it's probably one of the most annoying styles to play against if you don't know how to counter it. But first of all, if you are hard scoping and you're learning, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about yourself. It's okay. Everybody learned that way. Even the guy that's sniping your head off from across the map learned how to snipe that way. Don't worry about it. Just do what you gotta do to learn. Do what you gotta do to get your shot down so you can hit headshots consistently. Because that's the goal. And a big thing about hitting headshots consistently is aiming at head level. A good way to practice this is going into PvE and aiming at head level targets such as Fallen Vandals or Hive Acolytes. Those are really the only two that I can think of off the top of my head that are directly at head height and then walk around, other than a Guardian. So you can really practice against those if you are super inexperienced at aiming at head level. If you're more experienced though, then you can probably jump straight into PvP. But hard scoping really builds up your consistency when you're learning, and that's okay. And one of you, Random Thought, in the comments asked how you know where people are coming from because you turned your vibration off, and that's a really good question. So a lot of that just comes from playing, but while you're hard scoping and while you're kind of just sticking to a lane and really controlling one space, watch where other players are coming from, where they're killing you from, what time after you've hard scoped for a certain length of time, not literally, but just feel it out, that they come to flank you from or kill you from, the lanes they come from, just their tendencies in general. If they're a shotgunner, how fast they come at you with the various classes. For example, Titans will fucking just bum rush you really fast, so generally if a Titan is coming at me, I will body shot him and then back off really quick and then finish off with my primary. No matter what class I'm playing as, that is just the way I deal with rushing shotgunner Titans. Same with Warlocks, they can come on you a lot faster than you think, especially if it is a skilled Warlock. So just realize player tendencies. It takes time and it takes practice. Try and realize where the high traffic zones are for the map, the zones that people will really like to move through to get to other locations on the map, and control those and hard scope those. And do the places that you're standing when you get these kills, or lack thereof, do they work? For example, you don't generally want to be standing in the very center of a map. As a sniper, you want to be standing on the outside of lanes, looking in to the map, because your weapon is inherently defensive. It can be used more aggressively in the higher level of play, or faster, for lack of a better term, not truly aggressive. But until you get to that point, stick to the defensive play, stick to hard scoping. And by hard scoping, I don't mean staring down a lane for like an hour. I mean like looking down a lane for maybe, let's say, 3 to 5 seconds. If no one comes there, switch lanes or move to a different lane. You generally don't want to be in a middle lane or in the middle of any lane. Generally, I like to think about the lanes on a map like a tic-tac-toe board, and you generally don't want to be at any of the intersections. You really want to be on the outsides of the tic-tac-toe board looking in. And along with that, especially if you're playing Control or another Sixes players, do not cross mid-map, especially if you have map control. And by map control, I mean A flag and B flag or C flag and B flag. Do not cross mid-map because you will flip your spawns, and then people will start spawning behind you, and it will ruin both your setup as a sniper and your team setup. If this has happened to you and it is not your fault, realize this and flip to the other side of the map after you make sure it's safe on that other side. And then continue positioning and then repositioning. Never stay in a specific spot for longer than, I would say, roughly 7 to 10 seconds. There are exceptions to the rule, especially if there's a ton of traffic coming through a lane and you really need to support it, otherwise the enemy team will break through. Then go ahead. But generally, you don't want to be standing in one spot for very long, even though you're a sniper, no matter how strong the spot is, because eventually, once you start getting kills, people will just come after you, and you can get overloaded really easily. So to recap, just realize the tendencies of other players, realize how you can use those tendencies to your advantage, find new unique spots to look into lanes and choke points from, and you'll be just fine. The map awareness will come to you. Be aware of your radar. Realize that when the radar has the ticks on the outside of it, that means the player is coming towards you. When the radar is clear, that means they're on a different height level from you. And then when the radar is fully blocked in, that means they're on the same height level as you and they're close. So keep that stuff in mind. Realize where your enemy is. Realize how close to you they are. Realize how close you feel comfortable for them to be to you, and you'll be fine. Like it just takes time to learn player tendencies, but once you do, a whole new world will open up for you, and everything will be kosher, for lack of a better term. You'll kind of be able to read people's minds a little bit, especially once we get into the higher level stuff. Once I really start kind of relating the sniping to other mental skills that I will teach in maybe some other tip videos coming up in the future, or just in the sniping videos. I haven't really decided yet. If you're in a threes playlist, don't stay in a lane for longer than 3 seconds. If you want to switch positions within a lane, that is fine. I mean, just don't stay in the exact same spot for longer than 3 to 5 seconds. If you do, generally you will get picked off, especially by a higher skill player. So yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out. I was Wiggling Wolf. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will answer them, no matter how ridiculous they are. But I'm kind of just scratching the surface here of sniping. So if you want some more in-depth questions, again, ask me in the comments. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I was the Wiggling Wolf, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Another battle won. On to the next fight.
I kind of just wanted to talk about how I feel about the Crucible right now, what I think about it, and where I think it's headed. Where I think what subclasses are going to be the strongest, or lack thereof, and stuff like that. So overall, I'll start with the weapons because that's going to be the fastest thing to say. I feel like everything is viable.